All right, joining us now, Alamogordo Track and Field, and we are joined by Aubrey Allen, Dylan Hergenreder, Madison Gigler, Lelan Quick, Adelynn Deboef, Eniola Komolafe, and Matthew Snyder. How's everybody doing today? Good?
Good.
Pretty good.
All right. Coach Atkinson, unfortunately, wasn't able to make it today, but we've got lots of athletes that I know will chat a lot about what they've got coming up this year, so I'm sure it'll be a fun interview today. So heading into a new season, first meet this year. Aubrey, you chose the seat right next to me, so you get to go first. She came in just a little bit late, so she got the first chair out. But first off, excited to be back in track and field?
Definitely.
Yeah, and we were just talking that this is going to be your last season of Alamogordo High School track and field, right?
Yes, I'm sad that it's cut short a little bit, but I think this will probably be my best year. So.
What events are you going to be doing this year? Do you know which ones yet?
So I pole vault and then I sprint. I don't know what sprint events I'm really going to be doing this year. Definitely some 200s. But my main event is pole vault, so that's like mainly what I focus on.
Okay. What's your PR going into the season?
9 feet. So I did go to state last year. I got 7th. So we're hoping to place higher, do better this year.
Okay. Do you know, is there a particular height that you're hoping to get to this year?
I think we're working for 10 feet. Definitely going to take a lot of work, but that's the goal.
Okay. And pole vaulting is, maybe, I don't know if it's the most unique out of all the track and field events, but I mean, it seems like you guys have like your own little crew over there that's doing it. I'd have to ask, how did you get started pole vaulting? I mean, because, that's not something you just, running I get, throwing I get, all those kind of things. How'd you get started pole vaulting?
Honestly, freshman year was my first year ever doing track, and so I kind of just wanted to look around and try everything, and pole vault looked really fun, and one of my friends who was a senior at the time told me I should try it, and whenever I tried it, I was pretty good at it, so I just stuck with it for a while, and it's been the most fun thing to me in sports so far. So.
Okay, very good. All right, we'll look forward to that. Over here to Dylan. Which events are you going to be doing this year?
I just sprint. Coach knows I don't do long distance.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not a long distance runner at all. So the 4x1 for sure. Open 100. Maybe we'll see some 200s in there. But that's about it.
He's not. You don't even do the 400. You're not
No.
The
400's pushing it a little bit too much.
One hold round the track is just a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, at least. For me.
All right. What's your favorite event? Is it the relays? Is it the individual events?
That's the 4x1. I love the 4x1.
Okay. And what you guys hit last year? Because I know you guys were really close to state qualifying last year.
Super close. Right? We were running 44s all year, and out of nowhere in district, we ran a 42. And I think the qualification was 42.12, and we ran 42.15. So we were right there to qualify, but it didn't make it.
So obviously the goal this year is to get past that 42.12 mark, yeah. Way before district. Yeah.
We're looking to do it in El Paso this weekend.
Yeah, that's
the goal.
Nice warm weather. Should be a good weekend to go make.
Yes, sir.
So you guys don't have one of those really windy, cold days or just windy, nasty days.
Yeah, we don't like those track meets.
No. However, I know if it's a windy day in the middle of the week, Coach Atkinson probably has you practicing in it.
Oh, yeah.
So you get used to it.
He do not care.
Yeah.
He do not care.
Yeah, I know he's preparing you guys. That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what we'll say, right? I mean, that's
2%. We're part of that 2%.
Yeah.
Ask him about it.
Okay.
That 2%.
I'll have to ask him about that. I don't know what that means, but you have piqued my curiosity. Yeah. I'm very interested. What got you into sprinting? I mean, obviously we've seen you play football and do some other sports. I mean, what got you into doing track and field?
Last year was actually my first year ever running track. I never ran it in middle school. So junior year was my first year, and I only did it for football. And then as I was doing it, I kind of enjoyed the process. It's very, very competitive. So obviously this year I'm not doing it for football because I'm not playing football again. Yeah. So I'm just doing it because I actually enjoyed it last year. So I thought I'd come back out.
Okay, very good. All right, move over here to Maddie, and this is the last time we get to do one of these interviews. Can you believe that?
No. No, I cannot.
All right, well, I'll tell you what, obviously throwing are your big events going into the year.
Yeah.
So out of all those, is there one that you kind of is yours?
Yeah, it's discus.
It's discus, okay.
It's discus.
Well, we know you made state last year. What was your PR last season?
My PR last year was 119.4.
Okay.
So 119 feet 4 inches. And that was a pretty big one. I PR'd at state, which I was really proud of. But this year's going to be a little different. I'm looking to win. That's the goal. My competition, from what I know, a lot of them graduated. And I was that junior in that pack that was just like waiting for my chance. And I think that's this year, and I'm going to work hard to get there.
Yeah. Do you know the number that you feel like you're going to have to hit at state in order to win?
Not yet. I think the state record was set last year by, I think her name was Valerie. I could be wrong, but I think it was about 146. So, I mean, if I could get in that area, that would be cool.
So if you could break 140, that'd be pretty good. Yeah.
I would, exactly. But, yeah.
Just see how it goes. Yeah, it's one of those things that obviously just depends on how everybody throws that day, because...
Mm-hmm. It does. A lot of people think throws are kind of weird and they're not hard, but if the wind is blowing wrong, you're done, or you have a bad day and your turn is just a quarter off, you have a bad day. It's like that. Your grip is funny on a disc. It's a mental game, but I'm really looking forward to it. It should be good.
I don't think any of us think it's easy, man. I mean, especially like shot put and stuff. I mean, that thing's heavy, so I mean, I don't know.
Maybe not.
You're right. It's one of those where you just think, oh, you're just throwing a ball or throwing a disc or something. It's obviously, there's a lot more in the technique to it.
Yes, a lot of technique.
All right, very good. We'll look forward to see how it goes this year.
Yes.
All right, move over here to Lelan. Lelan, what's your big events that you focus on?
I mainly just do javelin and sprinting. Those are what I really love to do.
Okay. Is there one event in particular that you really focus on, or you kind of like them all?
I practically love them all.
Okay, very good. Well, with the javelin, what was your PR last year?
My PR last year was 163 foot.
Okay.
And I'm hoping to PR this year. Go for state again.
All right. So you have a particular number in your mind that you'd like to try to hit this year?
I would really love to break the Alamogordo High School javelin record.
Okay.
It was 193 foot.
Okay, wow. Do you know how long that record's been there, or no?
I believe I saw it was there since 1996.
Wow. So that would be almost 30 years? Yeah, something like that. Those numbers, I try not to think about those numbers too much. That was back around when I was in high school, or at least kind of, and maybe a little bit after that. So, and in the sprinting events, I mean, is it more of the relays or the individual events that you kind of focus on?
Kind of both.
Yeah.
My favorite one in the sprinting is definitely the 4x4.
Oh, okay. So you're okay with running the full lap around?
Yeah. I love doing the full lap.
Okay. And you guys were pretty close, or did you guys make state in the 4x4 last year?
Yes, sir, we did.
Okay.
And it was a good race last year at state. We got to finals, but then we didn't get up there in the top 5.
So goal is try to get a little bit better this year?
Yes, sir.
And is that 4x4 relay pretty much together from last year, or there's some new guys in the mix this year?
There's a couple new guys in the mix. We'll see how they do.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, move over here to Adelynn, who we know is running middle distance and long distance again this year, I would assume. Or are you going to be like doing 800s and 400s this year too? No, okay.
A 400 and up, that's just all around.
All right, so 16, 3200, that's going to be your main focus this year.
Yes.
All right, very good. Out of those two, which one? I don't know if I asked you that. Which one's your favorite out of the two?
Mile. It's like less.
Okay. Yes.
I haven't ran the 2 mile like much, but I'll probably be in it a lot more this year, especially after cross country. I have a pretty good chance of, doing really well at district for the 2 mile.
I would think so. It's at least a little bit less mileage than you run in cross country at 3200. So
it's pretty different, but it's less, which is nice, I guess.
Okay. Will they do you do the 4x8 relay this year too, you think?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
For sure. For sure.
Do you have a number? Do you remember what your PR was from last year in the 16?
I ran like a 6:03. I'm looking a lot better this year, so I'm hoping to get down to like 5:30. We're looking towards that, so I'm pretty excited.
Okay, very good. I know Coach sometimes kind of filters you down into the other races. Are you ready for that this year?
Yeah. I think overall I'm more well-rounded on the track this year, so anything I'll just take and go with it.
Yeah, and it seems like running the 800s, or even if he has you run a 400, that does help you with your longer distances, right?
Yeah, for sure. It helps a lot because it's like the kicking and it all works into your longer distances.
Okay, very good. I'll move here to Eniola, who's making her first appearance here on the radio. Come on, Eniola's got to scoot up to the mic there a little bit. You mainly run the sprints, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Is there one of those that's particularly your favorite, or?
Between the 1 and the 2, I would pick the 2, just because the 100, I feel like there's not enough time. It goes by quick, but I feel like with the 200, it's more, you have enough time and you
have that straight at the end that helps you to run.
Yeah, you can kind of get into your stride a little bit. If you get
Yeah.
off to a slow start, then the start isn't everything like it kind of is in the 100, right? Yeah, that makes sense. You remember what your PR last year in the 200 was?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but I do know that I want to really, really, really run in the 25s this year. That's my main focus because I feel like these past 3 years, I haven't been running at my full potential, but I feel like this year I can really hit the goals that I want to hit this year.
Okay, very good. And you also run the relays as well,
Yeah.
4x1, 4x2. And do you do any of the field events like long jump, high jump, anything like that? Okay, so you're just focusing on
Yeah,
the sprints.
sprints.
All right, very good. Does Coach sneak you up into the 4x4 ever? Or?
Might this year. He
Okay.
might this year.
Is that exciting? Okay, there's a sign there. I was going to say, is that exciting?
I'm excited, but I'm also like not.
Yeah.
But I want to see like how I can do in it.
Yeah. So you're willing to try it out and have some
Yeah.
fun with it. Okay, very good. All right, we'll move over here to Matthew, and similar to Adelynn, running the longer distance. However, I want to say last year you kind of more focused on the 800. Is that fair to say, or is it more 1600, 3200?
Mostly last year to start off in track, Atkinson had me run a lot of 800s, but this year I think I'm ready to make the jump up to like the 2 mile and more the 2 mile and the relays with like the 4x8 and the medley.
Okay, because obviously you being a cross country runner like Adelynn, that's a little bit more in your wheelhouse. Fair to say.
Yes, yeah, definitely. The longer the distance, the better off I am.
Okay, is there a favorite race that you have out of all of them, or?
It'll probably be the 2 mile, but I'm really looking forward to like the 4x8 this year. I think we got a good chance at qualifying for state in those.
Okay. You remember your PR last year in the 1600 or the 4x8? How the team did last year?
I can't remember the 4x8. I think the best we did was like a 9:02 or so. And then in the mile, it was a 4:50.
Okay. And do you have a goal that you're in your mind you're shooting for this year? Obviously, you want to make state in both events.
Yes, definitely. So for the 1 mile, I kind of would like to get around that 4:25, 4:20 range for my junior year. And then for the 4x8, I would just love to qualify it, get about a 2:02 and for my split.
Okay. All right. We'll look forward to see how you do in those events this year. We'll switch back over here to Aubrey. And what do you find the most, obviously you've got your favorite event, what's the most challenging event that Coach has you put in where you're like, gosh, that's kind of tough for me to try to do?
I would say, even though pole vault's my favorite event, it's definitely the most challenging for me because a problem for me has been like staying in things mentally. I think pole vault's a very mental sport, and that's definitely what I struggle with more than like technique or speed. It's definitely like the mental aspect of track. So that's kind of anything like that.
Yeah. Is it just a confidence thing for you? Is it just the focus? Where do you find that is most challenging for you in the mental aspect?
I think I oftentimes think about what could go wrong or not living up to my goals. Like I get worried about reaching my goals a lot. So if I like see any type of dip in my progress, I just get really worried and I think about it too much. But this year, I'm feeling really confident since it's my last year. So I haven't had any like mental problems or anything yet, and I hope it stays that way. Okay. I could just have a good season this year.
All right, very good. What's your favorite part about track and field? What do you love about it? It's it's long days. It's you guys are out there 9-10 hours. Practices are challenging, all that kind of stuff. So you got to really love it. What do you love about it?
My favorite part is definitely that you don't really have to rely on everyone else. Like our coach always says that whatever you put in is what you get out. So I like that like. If you work really hard at something, you're going to see success from that, and you don't have to rely on anyone else for your success. Like, it's all up to you to win, and winning, like, feels great when you work really hard for it. Okay.
Obviously you guys seem like you're a fun group. You like to have fun. Is it fun being around this? It's such a big team. There's 100 or so out there every single day. What's fun being a part of this group?
No matter what event you're doing, like, you always have someone to talk to. I like being social. I feel like I get all my social in at track practice. So definitely, you always have a friend somewhere. So I like that.
All right. We were talking earlier that you're graduating a little bit early, so this would normally be your junior year, but you're leaving a little bit early. But yes. So what's coming up next for you?
Well, I'm most likely staying local with college since I'll still be kind of young. I mostly plan on probably going to NMSU, staying around and hopefully getting a job out of graduation, something in the medical, like maybe being a physical therapy aide or like something like that.
Okay. So do you know what kind of degree you're going for at college or not sure yet?
I have a lot of possibilities. Something like in pediatric nursing, maybe something like that. I really like working with kids. I wanted to be a teacher, but kind of changed my mind a bit. So.
And you may change your mind again and again and again.
Exactly.
So that's perfectly allowed. And this will be it for track and field for you in athletics. This is kind of the last hurrah for you.
Yeah, most likely. Unless like some great college opportunity came up, then this will probably be it. But I think, my whole high school track career was really great, so I don't have any like regrets about it.
Okay, very good. All right, move over here to Dylan. I think I don't even need to ask the question because anything over the 200 would be the most challenging event that Coach has you involved in.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I feel like we already covered that.
Yeah.
So, but what's your favorite? I mean, you said you started track and field last year. You really like it. What is it that you love about track and field?
Like you said, like we're out there for track meets like 9 hours a day. You just around all your friends. You just make a lot of memories with them. Like last year, I can name like a lot of stuff happened last year, and like for instance, like in Cleveland, our bus broke down, and it's just like you're making a lot of memories with your friends, and that's what high school is about. And at the same time, you're also being competitive, racing people. So it's just fun all around.
Yeah, I know. Certainly, as I was going to say, certainly during the football season. I mean, you're a competitor. You like to go out there and
Yes, sir, I
compete
do.
against other people. So in
Yes,
those races, I mean, they're right next to you, and I mean, it's inches that make the difference in winning or losing a race, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. And what's your favorite part about this year's team? I mean, obviously, it's a big group. I'm sure a lot of your friends that carry over football, but it's a lot of different sports and stuff. What do you like about this group?
This group is just a lot of football players run track, so that's kind of like who I talk to. But I just like make new friends. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of different people that run track. There's throwers, pole vaulters, sprinters, long distance, and it's just good to meet them all.
Yeah, I feel like, I mean, maybe more than any other sport, you have people coming in from all different, kinds of sports. I mean, you have a soccer player, you have cross country, you have all kinds of different stuff that people are involved in. So that's kind of fun.
That's why track is one of the most unique sports. You got a whole bunch of everything.
For sure, absolutely. I know we've probably talked about this, football time of the year, but maybe some things have changed. What's coming up for after graduation for you?
I just went to a football camp this weekend in Albuquerque, and Nemi just gave me an offer, so I think I'm gonna take that to go play some football. Yes, sir. Thank you.
That'll be exciting. Fantastic. So heading over to Nemi next year is going to be the goal
yes, sir.
for you. All right,
yes,
they're going to have you running back, linebacker. What do
they want me to play safety, which is strange because I haven't played safety since sophomore year. Because last year I was running back, and junior year I was linebacker. But I told them wherever I gotta play, wherever you gotta put me, I'll go play that position.
All I know is I wouldn't want to be the wide receiver coming over the middle on you with safety. So that would not be fun to be seeing Dylan in your way. So, all right, very good. We'll look forward to see what happens with Nimi. And do you know what you want to study in school yet?
Criminal justice.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good.
Thank you.
All right, move over here to Madison. And so, I mean, it's mainly the throwing events. Coach, is there one that you find more challenging than the others? Or?
That's a hard question. I mean, I would probably say that I would say that shot put is harder than discus because I'm not as good at it. Okay. I guess. I mean, discus, I feel like I really have found a rhythm there. But with shot put, sometimes you go out there and shot put girls are tall and they're strong. And I'm standing at 5'7", which I wouldn't qualify as short. But when I stand next to those other girls, I'm like, okay, never mind. And so sometimes that can be really intimidating. So you kind of... There's a lot of like discipline, but also just strength training outside of the season, and that's kind of where my powerlifting comes in. So I would say that's probably a bit more difficult for me.
And track and field was never really your sport kind of growing up. You kind of got into it in high school, right?
Yeah, for sure. I've always played soccer for like the longest time. I was always a soccer player, and then my freshman year, I was actually in Atkinson's like PE class at the time. I think it was like advanced PE or something like that, if that's a thing. And he was like, hey Gigler, do you lift? And I was like, no. And he's like, we're gonna change that. And then track season rolled around and he's like, hey Gigler, do you throw? And I was like, what's that? And he's like, you're about to find out. And that's kind of how I ended up a thrower. So that was kind of a fun journey.
And it seems like it's kind of become your favorite thing that you do in high school sports.
It has, yeah. It really has.
That's pretty cool. And it's amazing. I kind of feel bad for your dad because I don't think any of the kids are becoming cross-country runners, are they? No, everybody's playing soccer or other things.
It's an ongoing joke in my house. I'll like walk up to my dad and I'm like, Dad, guess what I deadlifted today? And he's like, what? And I'm like, 325. And he's all, so not that cross country runner I wanted. And I'm like, nope.
Just never worked out that way.
I did it 8th grade year. Didn't come back, so.
Running has never been your thing.
No.
Goalie and lifting and throwing things.
Yes.
There. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes,
What's fun about this year's group?
Oh, that's a fun question. I think like Dylan said, there's a lot of different people out there this year. I mean, we see a few of the same people, but it's a little bit of a younger team. I feel we had a lot of seniors last year, and it's exciting because there's a lot of people on this team that I've been a part of since freshman year, and to all of us be seniors and then to be in this senior role where we're like bestowing wisdom on the younger group. It's kind of fun. It's a different atmosphere, but I think track is unique because of that atmosphere. I mean, this time of year rolls around every year and I get so excited for like no reason. And I'll be like, we're about to go spend 9 hours on a Saturday at a track meet and I'm so excited. And and a lot of people would be like, why? And it's like, you have to be a part of it to know, because it really is something special and it is so fun.
All right, very good. Excited for graduation?
Yes and no.
Okay.
The real world is scary. And as we get closer, I'm like, oh, an adult, scary, but also exciting because I'm ready to see what I can accomplish.
All right, remind us what you got coming up next.
Ooh, so college, definitely. I'm hoping to get a throw scholarship. I've been tentatively talking to a couple New Mexico schools, hoping these numbers that come out this first meet will kind of get that kick started. But definitely college, and I want to go into a science field. Currently still leaning biochemistry, so we'll see what that has for me.
All right, very good. Excited to see that. All right, Lelan, most challenging event for you? Is there one in particular you're like, I wish I didn't have to quite run that?
Not really.
No?
I like to run and throw on doing all of them.
Okay, very good. That's exciting. That's great. What about track and field do you love? I mean, what got you into it? What's exciting about the sport?
What got me into track and field was I've always loved to run. It's in my family. We've done track season since my great grandpa, and it's just been in the family ever since. And we've done it at different schools. What makes it fun for me is just that I get to spend time with people, get to know people, and go do stuff that I love.
And what do you like about this year's group? Obviously, you all seem to have some fun.
Yeah. Helping and showing other people, like, to get better, teaching them.
Javelin especially, because that's one of those things that we talk about technique with throwing. That's one of those things. Number one, there's a safety aspect of it.
Yes, sir.
with the big spear that you're throwing, but it's one of those that, again, you think, I'm just throwing this stick. It's really difficult to get that done correctly,
sir.
right?
We got a bunch of new people out there this year, bunch of them.
So kind of exciting to see them kind of go through the same process you did when you were younger.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
just helping them and showing them how to do it.
Very good. Excited for graduation?
Yes, sir. Very excited.
What's coming up next for you?
I'm hoping to go to college for business and sports, just to keep running and all that, and then business for our family business.
Okay, what is your family business?
Our family business is David's Quick Pump Service. Okay. We pull water wells and all that.
Okay, very good. So that's something you've probably already been working that job most of your life.
Yes, sir, most of my life.
I was going to say, as soon as you were old enough to get out there and work that, they probably had you doing it.
Yes, sir.
All right, very good. Well, excited to see what happens with that. All right, Adelynn, I think we've already talked about the events that you'd rather not run out there, so we'll move on from that. I don't want Coach Atkinson, why do you have those kids answer those questions? And we've talked about, cross country and track and field. What is your favorite part of being a part of? Because, cross country is different than track and field. What do you like about this season, this time of the year?
Track is super fast-paced, and it's completely different than cross country. You think, it's the same, it's running. It's not. Track is way more fast-paced, and it's nice though because it's the same exact group as cross country, so it kind of carries in, and everyone's just together and suffering, and it's so fun.
That's an interesting description of fun. Suffering and fun don't usually go in an example for me, but I guess if you're all suffering together
that's the beauty about it. Everyone we all know it sucks. And that's just it, and it's like, okay.
Yes, especially the training regimen going into the season, I know is very tough on you guys.
Yeah.
So, and what about this year's group? Obviously it's your senior year. You all want to go out on a high note, I would imagine.
Yeah, I feel like this group is so talented. I admire like everyone out there doing all their stuff, and it's just so awesome to watch everyone just succeed in all their events. And I love seeing everyone just flourish, and it's so fun to support everyone too. So
all right.
Yeah.
Can you believe graduation's 3 months away?
I wish it was closer.
Okay. Very good. I always get a mix of that. Some people are like, I'm not quite ready, and some are, I want it to be
I'm
here.
ready.
Okay. Remind us what you got coming up next. I know are you going to like California? Is that right?
I'm going to Point Loma Nazarene University in San Diego.
All right.
So yeah.
Going to the really ugly place, right?
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be terrible.
Terrible views, all those kind of
track
things.
is like on the ocean. It's just gonna be so bad.
Terrible. 70 degrees every day in the middle of December, things like that. All right. Very good. How about you? What's your favorite part of track and field? I mean, you've been involved with the team since freshman year, 8th grade? Yeah.
My favorite part has been I guess seeing the team grow, because I remember as a freshman, and I looked up to the seniors a lot. And so seeing them leave when I was a sophomore, it was like, dang, like now it's getting real. Like now I'm supposed to be the big tough whatever dog, and like he told me that myself too. Like I remember he told me like, oh, like you have to step up now. Like you're like one of the fastest people on the team. Like you have to step up. And so I feel like now as a senior, it's like, dang, like now it's almost over. So seeing the team being able to grow is like really my favorite part.
Yeah, and obviously, I mean, you had some great sprinters there in your sophomore and in freshman year. So at least some great people to learn from, I would imagine.
Yes.
Okay, very good. And what do you like about this year's team?
Like they've all been saying, I like seeing people, come together, to not like suffer, like suffer, not like suffer, but like, like seeing them come together to, like do what we love most, that's what I really like.
Okay. What do you got coming up next after high school? Have you made that decision yet?
I'm looking for offers right now. Like Maddie said, like I want to run first and, get good times or like better times before. But like my goal is to, run track after high school. And I want to go into biology maybe so that after university I can go to dental school. Okay. That's my main goal.
All right, very good. There's a lot of medical stuff in your family, so that's understandable. There's certainly some, I don't want to say expectation, there's certainly goals in there for you. Okay, very good. Well, we're excited to see that for sure. All right, move over here to Matthew, and I think we already talked about the events that you'd be like, I don't really want to do that one, but what do you love about track and field? I mean, same as Adelynn. I mean, you do cross country. It's kind of a different feel. What do you enjoy about the track and field season?
I mostly just enjoy like the competitive atmosphere of it. Like Addie said, cross, it's kind of more laid back, it's different. But then when you go to track, it's competitive. You got people cheering you on every lap in the 2 mile, and you got people cheering you on all the time and stuff.
Yeah, very different from cross country where you wonder if you've gone off in the wrong place and because there's nobody there, right? Right. Yeah. Did I make the wrong turn? What do you enjoy about being a part of this year's group?
I'm mostly looking for this year's group just because, like, as of right now, like, we're all different, but, like, we all having a laugh together. We got sprinters, we got throwers here, but we all come together as a group, and it's really fun.
Okay. I know I've asked you this question before, but you've already, I'm sure, started thinking about what's next after high school?
Yeah, I think I want to get, like, a major in physical therapy and then get a minor in PE education.
All right. Do you know where you want to go to college yet or not sure?
No, because, like, with the switch from hockey to more focusing on cross and track, it's really just what I run this year and stuff.
Okay. All right. Well, very good. We'll look forward to that. Well, season begins this weekend, if you can believe it. We're already there. You guys go down to El Paso. Which school? Is it El Paso High, or do you know which school it is? Okay.
Del Valle.
Del Valle?
Yeah.
Okay. So down at Del Valle this weekend. I had a lot of blank stares there for a second, so I was a little concerned. It just says El Paso on the schedule. So
get on the bus. I'm sorry.
That's where we go.
Just take me to the track, and I'll do what I'm supposed to do.
Just get on the bus. I get on the bus.
There you go. All right, so Del Valle on Friday and Saturday for the track and field team. Wish you all the best luck. Thanks so much for coming in, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.